Examining the unfolding mystery of Annie Guthrie, allegations, truths, and social media influence.
People are saying she's a demon. Some are calling her not only a demon, but a demon witch. They say that every time they see Annie, she looks like she's on drugs.
Again, you guys can rightfully comment on this. If you believe that, then you should absolutely be saying, yeah, I agree, she's a demon. Tell us in chat what you think, because this is why we're going over this today. This is what we're talking about. It are the family dynamics, in particular, Annie and Savannah. All right.
She doesn't look like she's on drugs to me. She looks almost exactly like Savannah, with dark hair and a slightly narrower jaw.
They do.
So much like Savannah, actually. Again, killed her mom, abducted her mom. Ass looks as guilty as hell. She's a witch. She's a demon witch. She looks drugged. That's what people have to say about Annie Guthrie if you go on right now, if you go on social media. That's what they have to say. I want to talk about what Annie Guthrie really is.
No, Coffin Doffer is just ex-FBI, and she's making a name for herself by going on many channels, in my opinion. Coffin Doffer is everywhere, and Rocco, YouTube pays. I had no idea that YouTube actually paid real money until I started working on the Madeline Soto case. I had no idea. I just did it because I wanted to talk about serial killers. And then somebody messaged me and said, hey, can you cover the Madeline Soto case? And I did. And so very quickly, my channel got monetized. And so, no, I believe she's just making a name for herself. And she's getting paid on YouTube because she's everywhere right now. All right. And that's fine. If you don't like her, that's okay. It's all good. Like I said, if I'm ever stuck on the side of the road and one of y'all pulls over and helps me change my tire, I'm always going to remember you for helping change my tire and respect you. If I don't have to disagree with you or agree to respect you. And I respect her. All right. But you guys, you don't have to.
First of all, I want to show this. Take a look at this if you didn't see this. I posted this long ago. Take a look. That was Annie and Savannah and her mom, Nancy, right there in that house, right outside the house where she was taken. Again, that house was bought in 1975 for $85,000.
Sure.
I want to show this video again because I want you to look what caught my eye. Look at the vines. This is the vines that was used, I think, to grab on and hold that ring camera. I think,
again, we see these old pictures where they're all chummy, but we believe otherwise. And I do believe that Savannah just isn't ready to accept that. The last two people that were seen with Nancy Guthrie alive, because we don't even know if she's alive, would be Annie and Tommaso, which would be FBI's #1 suspects. All right. And again, follow the money. Let's continue.
I think that's what he was doing. I think his gloves were slipping, even though they're tacky. They were way too big for his hands. He couldn't get a hold. And so he used the vines. Look, watch one more time closely. You know, everyone wants to know what those vines are. I wanted to show them there. That's the vine. I'm not sure exactly what that flower is. It's not lantana. It's the wrong color, but that's even the same color. And those vines were right there that he reached around and pulled. So I just thought that was so.
I mean, absolutely. You got to remember, guys, I don't even know if you realize that Savannah Guthrie used to be a lawyer, or she has her law degree. She practiced law. I don't even think that, I mean, I'm learning this as I go. Absolutely, Nancy's family could absolutely influence the influencers, right? Maybe money, maybe just a phone call to say, hey, I'm trying to help you control this narrative. What do you got? You tell me and I'll come on. All right. It happens. Absolutely. We are swayed the way that we're swayed by many things. Money's not everything, though.
Interesting because of that. That video, I posted it, just probably 6 weeks ago now, 5-6 weeks ago. Really touched my heart sort of to see the interplay between Nancy and her two little girls. Obviously, they also have a brother, Cameron, named after the dad. But yeah, I mean, Cameron's what they call him, but he was named after the dad. He's an Air Force pilot. We'll talk about him later. I want to stick with Annie.
Thank you. Savannah is
I want to talk about who she is. First of all, she's a poet. And she's a creative writer. She actually works for the University of Arizona and has been employed there since 2009. In 2016, she got a coveted artist research and development grant.
Now, we're only going to listen a little bit more to hear the dynamics. And yeah, interesting. We know Savannah was a lawyer. We know that she has money. We know that she makes a lot at the Today Show. And everybody seems to love her from the outside. All right. Yvette says, my sister has special powers. Tea into the devil worship venues. They perform a ritual or at ritual festivals. Jennifer C is ridiculous. No one takes her seriously. She's been paid by SG and PI. And thank you guys for I want you guys to be commenting on all of this. All right. I want to know what you all think. All right. She does suck at poetry. I'll give you that. I don't mind dark. I'm a huge horror fan. I would say a fanatic. All right. But here's the thing, guys. We're going to see the duality to this in a moment. All right. If we didn't hear this from one side, yeah, we got to play devil's advocate here.
Everyone, grants are hard to get. You don't just get them. You have to put in for them, and you have to show that you have something to work for and to do and to prove. A research and development grant. I think the year I saw, I think there were only 30 or 34 that have been approved, and she got one of them. I'm talking about basically a success of hers. I want to read. No, I'm going to go into this first. I want to talk to you about oracular writing. Oracular writing. For some reason, some people have chosen to take the word oracular and change it into witch. Somehow.
And we're just going to listen to this part of it because they're trying to explain away her dark poems, the weird, creepy things that she says, how they're just kind of hiding. You know, they're not out there. They're not being the face of any of this. And why? Also, guys, 430 people in chat. Would you hit the like button? It's definitely free to do so. I'm going to give some memberships when we get to the next segment. So make sure that you dropped a comment and hit the like button. Guys, Crime Con Las Vegas is coming. Yes, we're about 5 weeks away, 5-6 weeks away. I cannot wait. Come on, guys, hit that like button for me. Let's get this in the algorithm and let's play devil's advocate together. All right, check this out. Listen to this. And that's why I read the Amazon Good Dark for you, read what it was, and I gave you a preview of how she reads and thinks. All right, here we go.
Oracular writing equals witchcraft to some people. It doesn't. It's not witchcraft, everyone. Oracular writing is, I'm going to say my terminology, what it is. It's sort of mystical writing. It's the type of writing you do where it's ambiguous. But instead of me just talking about it, I want to give you the formal definition. And then I also want to give you examples of oracular writing to show you they are nothing to do with witchcraft.
No, I could agree to say she probably is not into witchcraft. And if she is, who knows if it's the good or the bad? We're going to sort that all out. But what I do want to tell you, I see comments in chat, and I love that you guys are talking and thinking. Now, I seen somebody earlier talk about Web Sleuth's channel and some other ones. And I got to tell you guys, I'm a little bit disappointed at some of the channels and what they're putting out That's absolutely implausible. Now, if you sent me that email, to whoever sent me that email, I don't know who you are at all. So I'm not criticizing you, but somebody sent me an email of a guy that they believe is a suspect in this case. And they're all in. This video convinced this person. Now, I took about 10 minutes to do some research because I was going to show you on this episode. I was going to say, hey guys, check this out.